Hey, you, imagine this. You lose your job, you're barely surviving, and out of nowhere, you get hit with jail time. Not for hurting someone, not for stealing, but because you couldn't pay child support. Now, here's the twist. You never had custody, you never got visitation, but the government still treats you like a criminal. So is this justice, or is this something darker? Let's talk about it. In most states, child support is based on your income. But if your situation changes, like losing your job, getting injured, or going to jail, it doesn't automatically adjust. And if you miss payments, the court can suspend your driver's license, take your tax refund, garnish your wages, and eventually lock you up. But here's what people don't say. How do you pay child support if you're in jail or can't legally work? It's like setting someone on fire and asking why they're screaming. In fact, over 30,000 people are incarcerated each year for unpaid child support, and most are men, disproportionately poor and men of color. Some men owe tens of thousands in back pay, not because they were balling and ran off, but because they couldn't afford lawyers or didn't know how to file a modification request. You got fathers out here doing 20 years of payment for a kid they barely see. Some never even had a paternity test. In Michigan, a man was jailed 6 times over a child that wasn't even his because the court refused to update the paperwork. Another man in Georgia racked up $90,000 in interest alone. Not child support, just interest for being poor. This isn't about deadbeat dads. It's about a system that traps broke men and calls it accountability. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, except for punishment of a crime. So if the government can jail you for owing money and profit from that, incarceration, isn't that a loophole? You don't get health insurance, you don't get joint custody, but you get a bill every month until you're dead or arrested. And if you don't pay, they make you work for pennies on the dollar in jail. Now, is that about protecting the child, or is it modern debt slavery? Now listen, I'm not saying kids don't deserve support, but there's a difference between helping your child and being treated like a criminal just for being broke. This system doesn't care about your effort, and it only cares about your money. So I'll ask you again, is child support justice, or is it slavery 2.0? Drop your take down in the comments below. And if you've seen this happen to someone you know, share this video. Let's stop pretending this doesn't exist. Subscribe for more legal breakdowns like this, and I'll see you in the next video. It's been great educating you guys, and peace out.